Good morning. This is Judge Alyssa Perez resuming the criminal docket for the 210th District Court for July 26, 2022. All matters being heard today are being heard in accordance with all emergency orders and directives regarding COVID-19. In addition to that, we are streaming all matters live via YouTube for public viewing. Mr. Marufo, would you call our next case, please?
In cause number 2022-0D0-0167 and 2018-0D0-3091, State of Texas versus Gerardo Campa. Announcement of counsel, please.
Samantha Raug on behalf of the state. State's ready, Your Honor.
And Avalar, you're muted. Number one. Number two, did we lose Mr. Campa? He was logging in, I thought.
He had connected and then he logged out, Judge.
Okay, if he comes back on, just bring him in.
Yes, Judge.
All right, so we are scheduled for both final hearing, plea deadline, and pre-revo. What's the rec, Ms. Rago?
Your Honor, it's two to do or 5 AP with BHRTC.
Okay. So I'm gonna.
Was that 5 AP with BHRTC?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Mr. Avalar, I mean, so I'm clear. I know. Is this a new rec? I'm not remembering if I ever knew a rec on
Right.
here.
The two is the same, but I don't recall the BHRTC condition.
So the original rec was for Ms. King. That was February 27th. And then I added on BHRTC.
Okay. So, Mr. Avalar, so your client, hopefully he'll log back in. I don't know if your office can get in touch with him. Maybe he's having some issues. I didn't ever see him connect to audio, but I wasn't fully watching every second. On the time rec, I don't know if that's something he was entertaining or not, but we still have the outstanding probation matter. What I can tell you is this: if your client is going to be inclined to take the probation rec, I'm not sure about the BHRTC angle. I feel like that's new for me too, and I don't know if it was a recommendation at any point in the probation case when we kind of worked with it a little bit, but even if we didn't do BHRTC, considering the circumstances of both his probation case and the new case, the court is going to look at significant ACOP days on Mr. Campa. Okay, so now we're set for trial on Friday, Mr. Avalar. What news do you have for me? Are you ready to go to trial?
No, Judge. I'm looking to withdraw from representing Mr. Campa.
Well, I don't see a motion filed, and I know I have panels. Is he wanting to go to trial? What's the issue on the withdrawal? Or, well, is it financial or what is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, as he's not here right now, I want to see if he logs back. If he were to log back in, I could get him screened. If you're gonna withdraw, get him screened for court-appointed counsel. But I need him here.
In any event, I don't think I'll be ready for Friday.
Well, then I need you to file something because I don't have anything filed. So I'm going to reset for Thursday at 10 a.m. If you have your motion to withdraw filed and a motion for continuance, and then I will speak with Mr. Campa and see if we can't get him screened if you are going to pursue that. I don't know. Has this rec been conveyed to your client?
Judge, not this additional
BHRTC,
but he has a general idea of the recommendations, time, and also the 5 AP.
and I thought I was just reviewing, Carla, let me see, well, maybe I can just look it up myself. Revoke or go to motion. Okay. Alrighty. No. I just wanted to make sure I was getting them confused with another probationer on the case summaries. All right. So we'll see you all on Thursday. he will be required to appear.
He'll be required to appear.
Mm-hmm.
Judge,
Monday.
the probation case, I had noticed, because I think it was brought up last time as well, that we were gonna have the probation case set as a contested revocation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking and it's scheduled for next week.
Okay. So we'll still come back on Thursday. I don't know what he's gonna want to do. But Avelar, if he ends up taking the rec and you guys get squared away and we can resolve it this week. The ACOP days, if we're not doing BHRTC, ACOP days are on my radar for Mr. Campa. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
So just let him know that. That might not make a difference. You might still need to withdraw and do whatever you need to do, but just file everything so we can close it out on Thursday, at least if you're going to get off this case.
Yes, ma'am.
All righty. Okay, who's next?
On page 3, Judge,
Mhm.
in cause number 2021-0D02641, State of Texas versus Philip Daniel Mills. Announcement of council, please.
Roa King from the state of Texas. Good morning, Your Honor.
Edith Pai on behalf of Mr. Mills. Good morning.
Good morning, Ms. Bayan. Let me pull this one up because offhand, I don't at all remember what our trial track was. In any event, we're scheduled today for a final judges. Okay, so how about an update? We're set in October 6th and 7th. Oh, yeah.
Yes, Your Honor. I believe it was maybe a week or 2 weeks ago. I met with Ms. Ban here in our office. So I have some updates on, we wanted to actually set up a evidence review, but some of the items that were submitted to DPS has not been back yet. So I did touch base with DPS. They are still actually testing. So we are still waiting on that. They did not give me a time frame. I'm still waiting for the peer review and another report. Now, as for the gas company, whenever we did send the subpoena, I also followed up with them. Everything is getting uploaded. They sent it to me barely this morning, around 8 a.m. And as far as we did file a state's motion to allow the state expert to examine the defendant. That was filed yesterday. That's as far as I have for updates.
Okay. Ms. Bayan?
Yes, Your Honor. We did meet a few weeks ago. The state did reach out to me. Ms. King's concern at the time was the subpoena that they had issued to the gas company. So I'm glad they have followed up. And obviously, Judge, we need to review and go see all the physical evidence, especially it's an arson and we have retained an expert. So once everything comes back, we'll need to work with him and take him to see that. So that has us in a holding pattern. Additionally, Your Honor, I noticed on yesterday, the state did file their motion to have the client evaluated. We will need a hearing on that, Judge. We did give notice of insanity, so that will be the Soraya Lagrone hearing. I would imagine that hearing wouldn't take more than 2 hours, but I will need to make my record. I will be filing the appropriate motions in response to their motion, and they're basically to limit the scope of the exam. So, Judge, I could get those filed, if not by, I can get those filed, Judge, by Wednesday morning. I've been working on them in anticipation of the state's motion. So we'll need a hearing on that. And Judge, just this morning, we will be filing our own motions, a motion to suppress. I do apologize. I was trying to get those out last week, but so we'll also be needing a hearing for the motion to suppress. And if I may suggest to the court, I think it would be better to do those two matters on different days.
Okay.
I don't know. The motion to suppress, I imagine, would take longer. I mean, there are a lot of officers involved, so that could take another, I don't know. I don't think it would take more than 2 or 3 hours, but who knows? And so that's where we're at, Judge. Also, I know we're on YouTube Live. I don't know if the court at one point would like to indulge just a informal in chambers, but once we get past the state's evaluation by their expert of our client, I think that's going to be very dispositive as to what direction this case will be taking.
When you said you'll have your response, Ms. Bayan, you mean Wednesday, tomorrow morning? You'll have that filed by Wednesday, tomorrow morning?
I can get it.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm hearing all of that. I'm kind of then just putting it, and I don't doubt you, Ms. Bayan, might be dispositive of things, but it just makes me nervous when I see so many things that we need to set hearings on, and then we have that jury trial setting at the beginning of October. And so, and I say that because I know court availability in September, it's not terrible, but it'll be tricky. Let's start here. Let's start with setting the motion to examine the defendant, assuming we're going to get the defense responses. Let's see, 7:26. We can set that next week, Monday. Myrna, will you double check me on that calendar, August 1st? Is that doable?
Judge, I don't know. I will need to contact my expert. If the court, what I would like, Your Honor, is just by proffer, if I will ask my expert to provide an affidavit as to what tests he actually performed. That I don't know if I can get by Monday.
Okay.
I'd
So-
ask for more time on that.
I don't want to go beyond, and I'm just also kind of trying to juggle it with the regular court docket. Maybe August 8th.
Oh,
So
definitely.
that's a couple of weeks. We can do that at 9 a.m. Does that, I hate when I'm speaking about our calendar and I don't really know. So Myrna, I'm just going to ask you to, does that work? Do we have something else scheduled that morning? So I think you're speaking, but I can't hear you. Let's see. Let me look, maybe I can look at the calendar. August 8th, 0. I see 0 on Odyssey. So that means you all, okay, so let's do that one for August 8th at 9 a.m. You want your client transported, Ms. Bayan?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll arrange for transport. And then I'm gonna rely on you, Ms. Bayan, in terms of the remaining motions. I heard a motion to suppress. I don't know what else there is that you want a hearing on. I think that's going to put us to August 22nd. I'm going to try and keep it on those Mondays because generally that means I have to keep track of a trial. Hold on a second. Okay, so August 22nd is good. Let me go back to the 19th and see who we have set for trial. Okay, Myrna. Ms. King, offhand, does the 19th, I'm trying to look. And let me see the 18th because the 18th is super busy. No, I don't see anything. So let's go with August 22nd as kind of our target date for the remaining to be filed motions from defense counsel. Again, at 9 a.m. transport. So Ms. Bayan, if you'll just get your motions filed, still please forward the motions to suppress, whatever other motions you have, pretrial motions that you want heard on that date. Please do that as soon as you can, okay?
Of course. And Your Honor, if you like, I can go up. I don't know if you're in person, but if the court recalls, we do have that motion for our client to be in street clothes. So I would ask those days if we can take the clothes up to your bailiff in the morning as we usually do.
However you want to do it. You want to do it on a Friday that morning, however you want to do it. We can hold on to them for you if you crunched for time. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
What else? Yeah, just let us know with time if you have issues, right? Witnesses, unavailability, things like that, whatever, but let's secure those 2 dates and hopefully that'll keep us on track. What else?
Your Honor, just to clarify, that's the motions for defense and for the state on August. Let's see, was it for August 8th?
August 8 is the examination of the defendant, so the state's motion, I believe Ms. Payan said she's going to have a written response. So we'll do that one on the 8th, and then I believe there will be motions coming from defense counsel, motions to suppress. We'll do those on the 22nd.
Thank you.
Ooh, 22nd. You know, the 22nd, let's do that at, how long do you think, will it take more than a morning or an afternoon?
I would hope not.
Okay, let's shoot for the afternoon then. Let's do 1:30 on that Monday for the 22nd. The other Monday is fine, but Monday the 22nd, let's do 1:30. All right. Okay, well, if you all need anything else, just make sure you email your pleadings so we can have everything ahead of time, and anything comes up, just let us know.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
You may. Thank you, Ms.
Thank
Bayan.
you.
Thank you, Ms. King.